You got a tour guide for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Just a moment, please. Yeah. Just a moment, yeah?
Yeah.
Just a moment. Good afternoon. Where are you guys from?
Bangladesh.
Bangladesh. Very good. How are you? Muslims?
Yeah.
Assalamualaikum.
You?
I'm Muslim too.
It's my
Sirhan. Yeah. My name is Sirhan. So I'm your host. Let me just on the lights for you first. Okay. So I'll be your personal guide to take you through. You can take pictures but no flash, yeah? No flash. That's right. And just a brief about this museum is that all the things, all the items in this museum used to belong to the Chinese merchants who were coming down from China in 17th to 18th century. As we all know that Penang was colonized by the British at that time. So when the Chinese arrived to Penang Island, before they are accepted into the English society, they have to learn the language, the culture, and so the lifestyle of the English before they are accepted into the English society. And to earn the respect from the British is not easy because British is very powerful. One thing is more proud people. So they always do either you are English or you are foreigners. Yeah, so they always treat you below. Alright. So by having a chance to do the business with the British people, the Chinese people are taking a chance, a big chance in their life to do the trade with the English people just to earn a lot of money and start buying a lot of these expensive things around the world just to be fitted in their home, just to show to the people that the status of their life is higher. Yeah, the standards getting higher, you know. So that was before. Now, all the things in this museum is a private collection. Belongs to the owner of this museum. She took about 53 years to collect all these things back around Penang Island. Just it's her passionate that she loves to keep all these things. She started in the age of 20. 1 year after she's getting married, she started to go around Penang Island to buy all these things back. Yeah, and now it's her collection. And the owner was the lady just now. Outside, she owns all this.
She's the owner.
Yeah, she's the owner of this museum. And what you see in this museum is priceless. And the worth of this museum, not the greenhouse, close to US dollars 1 billion. All the things here. So hope that nothing, not to touch anything. So hopefully there's no problem with us. No worries. Thank you so much. Because I have to mention this because previously there's a guest broke few things in this museum. No worry. Inshallah. Alright. So we started off with these two main door. This is used to be a main door side. No, this one. Yeah. This used to be a Chinese house door. This was coming from 18th century, made in Scotland. That's right. So because painting. The painting, the painting is painted from behind the glass. If you look at the back, you can't see much. It's only like a brownish color. Yeah, painted from behind. Yeah. And this too, it's what you call that, Kerala white marble. It's a very, very famous marble around the world that I believe a lot of countries in the world have this ornamental stone in the country. So this sculpture actually The story behind is a Chinese man who are married to an English woman. Yeah? They had a daughter, and the daughter was sleeping on a pillow. So her father took the picture of her sleeping on a pillow, and the father knew that the picture is not last long. So he sent the picture to Italy, asking the famous artist Alvin to sculpt it out and send it back to Penang. And this whole piece is made from a single piece of marble, including the pillow. You can feel the pillow if you want to. You can touch the pillow if you want.
Okay.
Yes. It looks soft.
One piece of
pillow. One piece of marble actually. It looks soft, but it's hard. Yes, and this candlestick, it's also from 18th century, made in France with a top-notch French crystal. Everything here is crystal, and this is a gilded gold. Yep. And here, I think as a Bangladeshis, you know this cloth, right? Now it's inexpensive, but back in 17th, 18th century, this is a very, very super rich, super expensive things, because a gram of gold equivalent to a gram of cloth. That's right. So at that time in China, before subordinates of the king presented in front of the king to talk to the king, he needs to put one piece of this cloth in his mouth to chew it, to get rid of the bad smell of the mouth. Only then he can talk to the king. Yeah. So, but in Penang it was different story. They made out of something from this cloth from India and shipped it back to Penang. So they made this. Made from cloth. 100% cloth. And it's only available one in whole world.
This one collect from where?
India. Yeah, but sent from India, but now collected in Penang Island. Yeah.
Because this type of shape made in our country, because Bangladesh, India is before.
Yes, right. It's together, right?
One subcontinent.
Subcontinent. That's right. And
this type of shape, they have plenty of shipyard. Long time
ago. That's right. And just imagine a Chinese man can think to show their wealth, make a ship from gold and ship back to Penang. Right? And this is about 200 years old. You get it? So from this room to the end of the room, everything here was made in the year of 1865. Made in France. Yeah. So made by the maker from Mr. Francois Lang, right up over there. He was known as a royal maker. He made the furniture only for rich aristocrats, noble families, and the wealthy families. Yeah, wealthy families. He was so famous until in 1891, he was paid for about 20 million British pounds by King Fuad I from Egypt, asking him just to make furniture for the kings. So, and this table is made from horse leather, mahogany wood, king's wood, and that is all bronze, pure bronze. Yes.
So no corrosion.
Yes.
Bronze, mahogany wood, and
king's wood. It's the horse leather. Horse leather. So may I know how you guys come to know about this museum?
we are working ship.
Okay. Oh, you work on ship?
Yeah.
Wow.
So when we go,
cargo
ship.
Okay.
When we go any port or any country, so we search in internet what is the historical place, museum or something like that.
I see.
So we have chance to go many
countries.
many countries. So if only go any shopping center or something like this,
No point, right? No point. That's
but
right.
if you go something like place,
Because in shopping
it's
center,
richer.
everything is available in our country.
That's right. It's same thing. Right? Same thing.
But historical places were
Very few. Right? Yeah. That's right. But you must be earning a lot of money working on a ship.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. So you reach to Medina or Mecca, you need the ship, the port there, you need the port. So Mecca or Medina, not yet.
Go there.
Inshallah.
Malaysia.
Inshallah one day. Yeah. Yep. And that the door inside the cabinets
Yeah.
all the way from Germany. Yep. So it's made from porcelain and 100% handmade. These dolls actually is a favorite gift, a special gift to the young Chinese couple who are getting married. They'll be gifted as a pair. That the married couple can look at the doll. Hopefully the baby they're born looks more like the doll. That's right. Yeah.
You see, in our country, when people get married, maybe they want a baby.
Yeah.
They put a baby's picture.
Pictures there. I see.
It's not in bedroom because they need to pray or something.
Right.
In
the living hall.
outside.
Outside living hall. That's right. I see. It's the same culture.
This saxophone.
Yeah, this is the only King auto sax 20-inch that available in Penang. So it's from 1953 from Ohio, Cleveland. Yep. And compared to tenor sax, King auto sax is very hard to play. That's right. And this one here, I think if you Google the Malaysian local actor, there was a very, very famous actor back in 1950s, 60s, up to until early 70s. His name is P. Ramlee. He's a famous actor. Won awards he has used this saxophone in a film. He did not play the saxophone, but used it as a prop. And the painting up there, we have two. Yeah. This painting actually painted in 1870 in England, painted by the most famous textile mogul at that time in England. His name is Mr. William Morris. Yeah. He was a textile designer, artist, writer, and a socialist. So he is more famous on wallpapers and fabric. Very rare for him to paint on the reverse painting on the glass like this one here. So the method to use to paint this is a very hard method because it was painted from behind.
And also in glass, painting is very hard.
Very hard, that's right. And every single color coming from natural color. And they use a fire to burn. At that time there's no oven. So only using a fire, using your bare eyes to see how high the degree needs to be burned and what is it the color, is it the right color they want, you know? If it's too high, the color turns black. Yeah, it's burned, that's right. So because of that, painting by him and this painting here, each one of these worth about $10 million US.
Okay.
Yep. Yep, this chandelier is made of sort of like copper, yeah, or like
made in France.
Made in France. That is all crystal, and the bulb is new bulbs. New bulbs. That's right.
Maybe use candle or.
That's right. At that time,
Candle.
candle. That's right. And this is made in 1860 from Japan. Yeah. And there's a French room divider from painted with gold at that time. And this again, made in Ireland, painted in Ireland. Stained glass painting. Used to be a very famous decorations in Chinese houses at that time. Yep. And as we all know, at that time, all the painting will not be painted with any of the religious motif. Everything like Shakespeare's or this one here is Romeo and Juliet. Yes. And this is made in India from 1874. Made for small children to sit on a chair.
Oh, okay, small chair.
And it also comes with ceramic wheels. Just imagine that. I believe when your parents are rich, you can have all the best things. Yeah.
And because in India, the oldest university of the world This situated in India.
In India, yeah, the oldest universities, right?
The oldest university in the world.
In the world.
Yeah.
Wow. Still.
This Nalanda University. This before Christ.
Before Christ.
Before Christ.
Wow. What's the name of the?
This Nalanda University.
Nalanda universities.
Yeah.
This is the first time I heard about that.
It destroyed by some. There is a lot of stories.
If you search in Google, you
You'll find
see this
history.
Nalanda University
Okay.
in India.
So maybe because of political.
Yeah, that time political issue it
Yes.
destroyed.
Yes. And this table here is the masterpiece in the museum. This is a very hard table to make because it was made in 1785 in the time of King Louis XVI.
Yeah.
And this to cut such a round shape of marble is very, very hard at that time. And as you can see all the wood marble inlay on top of the table. All together was 60 pieces of those marble.
Yeah.
And those 60 pieces of marble came from 60 different countries to make into one table.
60 different
60
marbles from 60
different countries. That's right. To make the one table.
It's from
From France.
France.
Yes.
This watch.
This clock, it's actually more than 150 years old. We call it a grandfather's clock. And all the clocks in the museum still functioning. But we don't have enough stuff to go and crank it every day. So we just leave it as what it is. Yep. Okay, you can take photos first before we move to the next section.
I have a clock like this.
Oh.
So need to
Yeah.
after 19 days.
19 days, yeah.
After every 19 days we need to.
I see. This clock is daily. Daily.
Because this very big.
Yeah, that's right.
I heard the sound is very.
Yeah, very definitely. That's what people love grandfather's clock. The sound of it. Yeah. And this title is all the way from Japan.
In Japan.
From Japan,
It's marble.
it's steel, it's iron.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
made out of 8 precious types of metal. They are made from gold, silver, bronze, copper,